interviewing here with
Richard Dominguez.
and he makes the comics for El Gato.
I am the creator, writer, artist, inker, letterer, janitor of El Gato Negro.
So what is this book about?
It's about a young Latino male living in South Texas. He's a social worker by day, crime fighter by night, and he got his name from his grandfather, who used to be a Mexican masked luchador back in the 60s and 70s. He's now retired and handed down the name to his grandson, who is carrying on the El Gato Negro tradition.
What is your favorite issue of the book?
My favorite issue, well, that is a good question, because since I am the creator, every issue I put out is my favorite on there.
What is the newest issue?
The newest issue is the graphic novel that I'm currently working on to hopefully soon launch in Kickstarter, and it's called El Gato Negro Nocturnal Warrior, the graphic novel, issue number 0.
So, are you working on any films for El Gato Negro?
Well, there's one fan film that is currently working. The teaser trailer is going to debut here at the Texas Latino Comic Con, and it's directed by Michael Moore, who's a good friend of mine. He's also a former writer of El Gato Negro, so he pretty much knows the character inside out.
Are there any other comics you've been working on?
Other comics, no. Basically, I'm more of an illustrator when I'm not doing comic creating, and I do comic books that go straight to school libraries based on history, on famous people, only done in comic book style.
What do you like to do on your free time?
My free time, well, basically spending time with my family. I have a family of 4 children, my wife, and we pretty much get busy on all the things that needs to be done as a husband and father.
Have you traveled anywhere?
Oh yes, as a matter of fact, I'm traveling hopefully to Luxembourg, a little tiny country between Germany and Belgium, and learning French.
What else? Do you have any advice?
Yes, for the young people, you got to make sure the ink runs and flows into your blood in order to love to do what the things you like to do. Like when I was young, I knew that I wanted to do comic books ever since I discovered comic books in my uncle's room that not only had American comic books but Mexican comic books as well. And that's when the bug bit me. And I urge the young people who wants to go into comic books, con todo ganas, sí se puede.
So, what is your favorite place that you traveled to?
My favorite place to travel to was when I had my honeymoon with my wife in Cancun, Mexico. Love the beaches.
Do you like tacos?
Tacos or anything that my suegra always makes, because I love her cooking. I love my wife as well. I hope I get in trouble on that.
So this was an interview with
Richard Dominguez.
Thank you for the interview.
You're so welcome.
Huh? Hey, we're here with the original Gato Negro. What is your name?
Hi, my name is Joe Perez. That's my real name, and I play the grandfather in El Gato Negro.
So, what is the main role for the grandfather in the film?
Well, I can tell you a little bit about him. He was in the Vietnam War. He gets, am I not correct? He gets separated from his battalion. Is that correct? Exactly. And so he learns martial arts from a exiled Japanese soldier. Okay, so then he learns that, and then when I'm finally rescued, I move to the Rio Grande Valley, which is where I'm from. Then I go ahead and I become a wrestler. Lucha Libre. Back in them days, I was it, man. Boom! Flying all over the ring. Then, unfortunately, like everybody, we get a little older. Then I got a grandson. And nowadays, everybody knows martial arts. They know how to do all the MMA and the karate. So as I'm retiring, he wants to take my spot. So as you can see, he has to have the tight clothes because he's in great shape. And that is the new El Gato Negro. And that he's played by the talented Mr. Bobby Hernandez.
So, is there any like acting advice you could give for like
You know, acting advice for up and comers or anybody that wants to get into it. You know what? Just you watch your films, whether they're old, new, whatever, and you watch some of the actors and see how they do their stuff, and then you put your own twist on it. You know, to be a superhero, you don't necessarily have to have big muscles or anything. You can be a smart superhero. You can do all that stuff, but you got to have a pretty cool costume. That goes without saying, right? So you got to do that. But no, you're a superhero. You're doing this right now, right? Yeah, a lot of kids are out there, maybe I don't know what, doing what. You're out here doing this. This takes a lot of guts. Okay, you got to be strong to do something like this. So we can go ahead and put a mask on you and a cape, and you're good to go, man. You know what I mean? There you go. You don't have to fly. What you're doing takes a lot of courage for someone your age. So that's awesome. So you keep doing your thing, and I'll keep doing my thing. Sound like a plan? El Gato Negro out? Give me some. All right, that's how we do it here. Our very first Latino Comic-Con. Beautiful. Good job.
Thank you.
My pleasure. Thank you.